I could not believe how many new parts. This wheel bearing, absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's just really loud. It's actually a Dodge 1500 pickup truck front wheel bearing. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. And like no play in the wheel whatsoever. It's just extremely loud. The thing's only about 9 months old. And it's junk. I can't believe it. Like,
yeah, go ahead and ask me.
I just asked you.
What?
I've got parts. I've got like brand new parts around here. Inner tie rod. Inner tie rod. Things brand new. Junk. Completely junk. Brake rotors. There's not even 150 kilometers on those brake rotors. And I swapped them out because I had a whole bunch in stock and everything else, but it just doesn't make any sense that all these brand new parts are garbage before they should be garbage. It's completely I don't know the word for it. It doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't matter if you buy good parts. These are Moogs. Look at these. Moog. Isn't that unbelievable? Like, completely gone. Completely garbage. But it's the way it goes. It's the way it goes. Every single vehicle. Doesn't matter how they're installed. Look at it. I got brand new parts for this. This thing had brand, like, I don't know, not even 500 kilometers on it, and lower ball joint's gone, and it's not that old. This thing's got brand new control arms, everything in it, brand new inner outer tie rods, everything. They're not lasting. None of these new parts are lasting, so I just keep just keep changing these parts. Good thing, like, there's really good warranties, really good warranties. I got some parts in the mail the other day. Right here, this sensor came in a box with a wheel bearing. See how it's all tore up? Well, it ripped the clips right off. You got to use these clips. There's the plastic pieces right there. You got to use these clips to put these in the bumper. This is rear bumper sensors. So I sent an email to Rock Auto and I said, you know, they showed up damage. And sure enough, they sent me a new one yesterday.
Yes, like I'm smart, like playing hockey and doing things like growing dope now, and he's smarter when it comes to clear thinking and explaining things to people.
But I can't believe it. Brand new parts, like garbage parts. I got a whole truck. That back of that truck's right full of almost brand new parts, and they're all garbage. Look at this pulley. That pulley's another thing, right there. That's another one. That pulley, I bet you it's got maybe 20,000 kilometers on it, and it's junk. It looks brand spanking new. It just doesn't make any sense that none of these parts, these transmission lines underneath these air hoses, those transmission lines are
been to help on that front.
Certainly, I think we're all aware that a prime minister.
There's not even 40,000 kilometers on them, and they're just piss and fluid. Just piss and fluid. It doesn't make any sense. Look.
Look at this. What are you, wiping the windows?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's nice and shiny.
The single Rock Auto one I got this week was all red cars. Must be they're the most expensive vehicles to insure, but it must be a coincidence why they're sending me all reds. But it just doesn't make any sense that all these brand new parts are turning into junk. Absolute junk. This was just annoying. This was nothing wrong with it. No movement whatsoever. And then they send me, where is that ABS sensor? They send me the new one comes with an ABS sensor that doesn't go on this vehicle right here. So this plastic part right here, that has to go against the knuckle. Well, the new one, or the old one that's on there, it comes from the top. This one goes right on the knuckle.
No way! You gotta be kidding! That's not right!
You can't use this brand new one. So I had to swap it out and put the used one on. This thing's brand spanking new. And good thing, which was really crazy, because of how new that bearing was, the ABS sensor was greased up real nice.
My God, that's greasy.
It came right out of the ABS sensor hole right there. Came out of there like nothing. So because this is not even a year-old wheel bearing, it's just absolutely nuts. The parts are just failing. Like I can understand like this is out of the rear drum brakes out of a vehicle. This thing's like 30 years old, and these things, you know, there's nothing to them, but I can take this apart and rebuild it, soak it in some oil for a few days and rebuild it, and the thing will last forever. But wheel bearings, no, I can't get wheel bearings. Even like the new, this is why I buy cheap parts, because you spend the money on the Moogs. I've got U-joints around here. I've got U-joints around here that they didn't even last 500 kilometers. It's and they're Moogs. Like they're not cheap parts. And then you buy the cheap ones, and the cheap ones last forever. It just doesn't make any sense. I just, you know. But anyway, got this gem to do today. It's a 2.4 liter. I've got to change the transmission filter. Actually, I got a whole bunch of things I got to do to it. Put all the stuff in the back here. Got that's an air filter for a Caravan. Here's I gotta do the transmission service. The fluid's like black, so do the transmission service. I don't usually use these. I usually use silicone. And I gotta do it on a 54 RE, 545 RE. That's the filter, the one filter, and then here's the other filter for a 545 RE. And yeah, nothing but fun. But just doesn't make any sense that new parts fail that quick. It's just driving me nuts. And you can't explain it to somebody. You can't explain to them that it failed because, you know, of no reason. You can't explain that to somebody. You know, people's driving habits are people's driving habits. But when the vehicle sits, the part shouldn't go bad while the vehicle's sitting. So it just doesn't make any sense. Absolute 0 sense. But